Good day, sir. This is my web application for my module application that we've been doing for POE Part 1 all the way to POE Part 3, which is this one. And so this is the web application. Once the user has ran the application or the application is running, this is the first page the user is going to be brought into, which is the register page where they can input their student number, their first name, their last name, and their password to, and once they've inputted this and press the register button, it will be then saved onto the database, which I'll show you. And but if the user already has an account, they can log in and they can put in their student number and their password. But right now, I'm just gonna show you the full functionality, so we're gonna register. But before that, I'm just gonna go onto here to our query on the Azure database, and I'm just gonna select all from students, just so you can see all the students that I've already put. So the reason why there's a lot of students is because I've tested a lot of data while I was making the project, and that's why there's a lot of students, and there's also a lot of projects as well. So just sorry sir for having a lot, but just bear with me when I do it. And yeah, so and this is the password hashing. So each password has its own unique individual hash for the password, and which I'm also going to show you now. So basically it goes from st1 all the way to st30. Now we're going to make a student called st50, and yeah, that's what we're going to do now. And we're just going to register as a student. We're going to go st50, and we're just gonna go first name. We're gonna go um Rebecca, Rebecca, Rebecca Hera, yeah, Rebecca Hera. And for the password, we're just gonna go Tiger for the password. We're just gonna go Tiger for the password. Let me just see if I spelled that right. Tiger, Tiger. And now we're just gonna register. Now this, after registering, is gonna take you into the login page, and the login page, the student number and the password needs to be exactly the same as how it was when you registered. So basically, if we just register here ST50 and the password was Tiger, you will see that yeah, and we log in, it's gonna take us into the home page because the password and the ST number is right. If it wasn't, it was just gonna keep us in the login page. Now this is the main menu where you can capture, you can display, and you can record hours. But basically I just want to show you here, as you can see, we don't have ST50 here, but once we run it again, it's going to be loaded into our database. uh and there you go, ST50 is here, Rebecca, ST number ST50, first name Rebecca, last name Hera, and the password is Tiger. And as you can see, the password hash works. So basically, what the password hash is that once the user logs off and logs back in again, if they want to input the password again, the password that the input needs to match this password hash that is here. So for example, if the user puts a password like dolphin, that dolphin is not going to be the same hash password as what is given here. So the user has put in tiger, and the password tiger needs to match with the password hash, which it does. And that's basically how the user gets into the system with the password hash and the password. So basically both of them have to be the same. And yeah, that's how the user gets into the home page and access the whole website. So basically, yeah, that's basically how the password hashing works, and how we register and log in into the application. So basically now you can, once you're in the main menu, the user can capture, display, and record hours. So basically we're gonna go onto the capture. No, actually I want to show you the display, just to show you that we have no data, because the data is persistent. So if I go here and run, you can see we have a whole lot of data for so many users, because I've been testing everything. I've been testing like the whole functionality. So I have so many projects. Sorry for that if that's a bit confusing. But I'm gonna show you and highlight you the ones that only ST50 does. So we're gonna go here and you can see student number. Each project is assigned to a student number. So you can see ST18 is assigned to the architecture project. And as you can see, if we scroll down, you're gonna see there's no ST50 yet, because we have not inputted anything for ST50. So if we go display, you will see nothing. As you can see we have no code, no project name, nothing. And this is our functionality. So basically, for the POA part 3, we needed to add one functionality of our choice. I decided to go with the graph, and I went in the form of a bar graph, and the software shall display in the format of a graph over time. the number of hours spent on a module per week should be shown, and the ideal calculated number of hours should also be displayed on the graph, which is also going to be displayed. So I just need to input, so I just need to capture. So basically I'm just going to go to capture, and I'm just going to capture. So basically once the user wants to capture, this is what they're going to see. And now we're going to go, let's just say the user wants to do, let me see, the user wants to do Zulu. So we're just gonna go Zulu. I'm gonna go Zulu 21, which is the module code, and let's just say the module name is Zulu, and the number of credits is 50, and this is gonna be 2, and this is gonna be 3, and the start date is obviously today. Today is the 29th, so basically we're just gonna say we're gonna start today, and now we're gonna save, and that's gonna be cleared off. So we're just gonna go back to the menu, and we're gonna display, and basically you can see that our code and the project has been displayed. So we got Zulu 21, which is our code. Our project name is Zulu, and obviously our start date, number of credits, hours per week, number of weeks, duration, and the hours of self-study. Notice how the duration and the hours of self-study is the same. It's 164 because we have not recorded any self-study hours. And basically this is how our graph looks. This is our new implementation for the functionality, and this is the graph. As you can see the study hours is still 164, and that remains constant, and the remaining hours is still 164 because we've not recorded any hours. Remember, the ideal calculated number of hours should also be displayed on the graph. So basically that's what we have here in Zulu. So basically we're just gonna go back to the main menu, and we're just gonna capture again, and this time we're gonna go Spanish. Oh, what else can I do? Yeah, we're gonna go mech. No, actually we're gonna go elect, and then we're gonna go 31. So this is gonna be electrical engineer, but I'm just gonna go electric just so we can save time. And this is gonna be 25. This is gonna be 4, and this is gonna be 4 as well. And no, actually there's gonna be 2. It's gonna be 2. It's gonna be 4. And yeah, so now we can select start date, and yeah, which is 29th, and we're gonna save as well. And we can go back to the menu, and then we can also display, and you can see that it's been calculated here. Electric is yeah, our electric and our Zulu projects have been saved and is displayed. So basically you can see 25, 2, 4, 60, 60. Again, hours of self-study have not dropped because we've not recorded any hours, and 164, 164. And also in our bar graph, you can see that yeah, we've inputted 2 projects, and it's showing us 2 projects, and the remaining self-study hours is still the same. Now let's say the wait, actually before we go to the recording part, let's go back to our project. As you can see, we have ST50 is not here to be seen, and Zulu is also not here to be seen because it goes alphabetical order. Zulu should be down here, and electrical should be here. So basically if you run the project again, it's been saved to our database, and when we run it, you can see that electric over here, electric is here, elect 31 is here, electric, and our duration and self-study hours should be 60. There we go, and is assigned to ST50. There we go. So basically it's been saved onto our database, and as well as Zulu. If I just go down here, Zulu over here, Zulu is here, and 50, 22, 3, 164, 164, and has been assigned to ST50 as well. So basically that's just how the whole implementation for creating the projects and it coming to the database, and it being persistent works. So basically now that we've done that, and you can see that let's go to yeah, so basically this is electric. So you can see 60 is still the same, Zulu as well, 164, 164. Now basically once we record hours on the display page as well, and in the database, our hours of self-study will go down like the rest. Like this is gonna go down. So basically let's just display, we're gonna display this. We're gonna go back to menu, and now we're just gonna record hours. So basically this is our record hours page, and we can select a module that has already been added onto our database for the specific user, which is ST50. We got elect 31 and then elect Zulu. So we're gonna go Zulu first, and it has to be in the same time period and same week. that we've recorded. So so we're gonna say 30. So I think Zulu was 2 weeks. So basically from the 29th all the way to 2 weeks from the 29th, the user can only record new hours in that time period. So we're gonna go 20 no actually we're gonna go 7 here. So we're gonna say 7 hours we recorded for Zulu self-study hours on the 30th. So we're gonna record hours. That's gonna take us back into the display, and as you can see, we recorded 7 hours, and now 7 minus 164 is 157. So basically that goes down as well, and as you can see, the bar graph also changes as well. As you can see, self-study hours is 164, and this is 157 now. If we go back to record hours, I'm just gonna like record different actually we done Zulu. Yeah, just go let's say this time go 8. Okay, cool. Now you can see Zulu has dropped again. So basically that's how the graph gets implemented. That's how the recorded hours is. And as you can see here, Zulu is 164 yet still. And once we update and run it again, it's been added into our database. So now if we run it again, Zulu's self-study hours should change and reflect onto the database as well. And as you can see, it's 164 here and 149 here for the hours of self-study and the duration. So if you go back and also do the same for electric, just so you can see that everything works for electric as well. Gonna go electric, we're gonna go day. Gonna go on the actually, you know what, let's go on the 2nd of December, and we're gonna go 5 hours. Gonna record that as well. You can see that's changed as well. It's dropped down. 5 minus 60 is 55. So the hours of self-study obviously has dropped, and basically, yeah, there you go. It's also reflected on the graph. And if we do it one more time, go back to the menu and record hours again for electric, you can see that it's also been display. Let's go on the 3rd, and you can see that, let's say on the 3rd we are doing 10 hours for some reason. We're going to do 10 hours for electric self-study, and you can see it's been reflected to 45. So 60 minus 5 minus 10 gives us 45, and then it's also been reflected on the graph as well. So that's basically how the graph represents. And obviously here, electric 60 for ST50. If we run it again, it should give us our new hours of self-study reflected on the database, and there it is, 60:45 for ST50. So basically that's just how the capturing works, the display works, and the record hours work as well. That's the whole functionality. Oh, and I also want to show you the persistence of data as well. So when the user logs in and logs back out, you can also see user logs in and logs back out, you can also see that the data has been persisted, and it only shows the user data for that specific student. So I'm just gonna, I don't need this anymore, so I'm just gonna leave this. Just gonna leave, and yeah, basically I'm just gonna run it again. And basically what's gonna happen now, I'm just gonna use another student number to just upload and run the upload and run the code. So just give it some time. It's just taking some time. It's just taking some time. Actually, wait, I'm just gonna cancel it here. Just taking some time. Just gonna run it again. Okay, there it is. Okay, sorry, I don't know what was going on with my it's on the virtual machine, so I don't know what was going on, why it was slow. But anyway, so we're just gonna log in with ST18. Remember it was ST50 that we logged in with. I'm gonna log in with ST18, and I've been working on this, so I remember the password is 0987. So I'm just gonna log in, and obviously now you can see that the data has been persistent, and obviously we can still capture. Back to menu. We can still record hours. Back to menu, and you can see that now we have more. So the student can only see their own data, just like ST50 can only see Zulu and electric, and ST18 can only see their own data, like architect and silver and soil and sun. The names don't make sense because I've just been testing it out. But obviously, yeah, this is our new implementation for the graph as well. You can see that the graph shows the study hours and as well as the new calculated remaining self-study hours, which was required in the rubric. And as you can see, we have for architect, Falco, finance, silver, soil, sun, and everything like that. And yeah, so basically that's just how the data is persistent as well, and the user can just log in and see their own data. And yeah, that's basically how it works. So basically for any other student as well, the user can also see their own data as well. So yeah, basically that's just how the whole application works. I don't think I've left anything out. Let me just read the rubric and see if I've actually said everything. So basically, yeah, the user can register and log into the web application, which we've already done. The user can add multiple modules for a semester and record the number of weeks and start date of the semester, which we have shown. The list of modules together with the correctly calculated number of hours per week is displayed. It is displayed here in our display and in our database as well, which I've shown. The hours spent on a module can be captured, and the number of self-study hours remaining is correctly calculated, which I have done over here with the record hours and stuff, and it's also displayed here in our database and in our display view. The data is persisted in the database and loaded again when the user logs in the next time, which I've already shown just now. ST18 logged out and logged back in, and their data is still here. And the new feature graph, or setting aside a day for module. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, the new feature, which is the graph, is over here. This is the graph, and you can see their own data and everything like that, and the study hours and the remaining hours left for studying. And yeah, so basically I think I've covered everything that I needed to cover. Yeah, so basically that is the whole code. I mean, I can show you again that the data is still persistent, but you know, actually no, it's fine because I'm on the virtual machine and it's a bit slow. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you. And yeah, so that's basically everything. Thank you so for watching. Sorry if the video was a bit too long, but I think I've covered everything, and everything works and the whole code works. And thank you so much for watching, sir. And yeah.